Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Spirit and Tarot. I am your host, Rob Lee, from the show Tarot with an Attitude. Sherri's a little late coming in, so we'll get her on here right. Oh, there she is. Let's get it popped up. And my co-host, Sherri DIvband, there she is. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Sorry, I'm a little late.
Okay. So this week on Spirit and Tarot, we are going to be doing some checking in. We're doing our weekly check-in here to find out what's going on. So as I'm looking at the comments here, hello, Tammy. Hello, Tatiana. Facebook. All those coming in on my Facebook page. Yes.
Oh, no, I was waving at people.
Okay. If you're going into Facebook, make sure you click allow StreamYard to show us who you are, because we cannot see who you are. So people are coming in. People are coming a little late. We're going to allow that to happen. That's no big deal. So we'll kind of get some things going. Sherri, you've had a lot going on. I didn't go into detail or everything. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's been an interesting couple of weeks, we had to put our dog to sleep, and so it was an emotional weekend last weekend, but she's in a better place. She was really having a rough time, and we needed to let her go, and so but I'm good. I'm okay. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And to everybody watching, yeah, that's always sucks if you're attached to a pet or anything you have to let go of. But sometimes things we have to let go of. And I think that, I've been seeing that more and more all week. It was like a running theme during last week for me, for different things. You got to let go of some things. You got to let go of attachments. Sometimes it's letting go of people, so different things. So people are coming in. Facebook user is saying, sorry about your dog. Again, Facebook user, we can't see who you are. So we need you to click on come out, go back in, but tell StreamYard to let us see your posts. And then we can see your pretty shining face. Yeah. And your name. So Paula, good evening. So here we go. Sherri, let's go ahead and get this evening started.
Yeah.
Did you have something that you wanted to start with this evening, or?
I think I'm going to let you start tonight, and then I'm going to get my groove in.
Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to draw from my angel deck, and I am going to start us out with Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, spirits, guides, angels, please wrap your wings around us close. Step in close. Let me feel your presence here today. Make sure the messages that we give are of you for the people that need them. And so mote it be. There we go. So Catherine McKenzie, hi, Rob. We got a couple of people starting to drift in. Bridget, Cynthia, welcome. Loved our reading. Good, Cynthia. Thank you. So supportive and helpful. My last husband's birthday was Friday. Was he with my son and I? So let's go with that. We'll just start right there, Cynthia. I know already that he was. Mm-hmm. That was very powerful coming in. So the answer I'm getting without any further ado is absolutely yes. He was there. He was present. Sherri?
Absolutely. I got a yes before you finished reading it. So yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so there we go. So if there's any other questions, y'all go ahead and start filling those questions out, putting them in, things like that. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to reach out and ask the angels. I'm going to ask Michael, my spirit guides, Leonardo, Ishmael, step forward. Is there a theme that we need to be present with tonight? Is there something we need to be aware of tonight? That a special message that you would like to come forward with. And so here we go. I'm going to draw two. I'm doing the shadow card and the light card. So what I'm getting here, Sherri, I've got the King of Gabriel, generous, traditional, dramatic, driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So in the scope of things, we are talking about pentacles. We are talking about what's coming on in your real world. And what we're seeing here is as you try to rule your world, as you try to bring things and manifest things from spirit and thought and energy into the real world, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to focus on your strength, that inner strength. You're going to have to draw on that to make sure that you're getting that heart-mind connection. That 18 inches that separates can be all the difference in the world. So that's what we've got here. And, a lot of people read this card when I see it. When I first looked at it, it was, the lady taming the beast. However, that beast is in all of us. And sometimes it's not taming it. Sometimes it's knowing when to let that sucker loose. So Sherri, what do you think?
Yeah. No, it's all, first of all, I just want to say that's one of my favorite decks you're using right now. I love that deck. I used to use that one all the time.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think it's a lot about the shadow side and figuring out how to release some of that dark side, because everybody has it. People get afraid when you talk about the shadow side because they think, oh,
yeah.
I could never. I don't have a dark side. Everybody has a dark side. It doesn't matter who you are. It's the shadow side. It's that part of yourself that is subjective to certain things or vulnerable. And it's all about just recognizing that it's there, not being afraid of it, and then just taking control. And so that aligns very much with that card.
Okay, very good. That's exactly what I'm seeing. So we're going on that inner strength, things like that. So Catherine McKenzie, I have one. When I wake up in the morning, I think my mother is in my living room and she died over 20 years ago and our relationship was healthy, I felt. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's find out what's going on with your mother. Your mother she's not there constantly. She does come and go. She wants to check on you. But I'm really wanting, I just got a really strong urge that what I'm getting is she's wanting to let you know she's okay, all right? And she wants you to be happy. But there's something that went on. She's where she's supposed to be, all right? And you need to come to grips with that. Sherri, if you want to talk a little bit about this, and I'll go ahead and pull some cards for Catherine.
Yeah, I align with that. I was getting this message that she is waiting for you to kind of comprehend and say, hey, I know you're here, and so that she can. It's almost like there's one thing she needs to do in order to move on and with her ascension and wherever she needs to go next. She's kind of just letting you know, hey, I'm there. Are you okay? And then once you acknowledge that, then she's not going to move on. It's not like she'll disappear, but she is trying to get your attention. So maybe just acknowledge and have a conversation with her. When you're in your kitchen, or I'm sorry, your living room the next time, and just say, hey, Mom, I can feel you here. You have a message for me. And then just listen and see what she says.
Absolutely. And what I did was I went ahead and did like a past, present, future thing. And what I've got is she's at peace, very much at peace. And you need to be at peace with the past. The actual card that came up was the 13 piece, which in a lot of other decks, that's the death card. Okay. But there's nothing wrong with death. It means changes, different things are happening. And sometimes she's moved on. She's moving on. So in your past, y'all had a very powerful relationship and she played a very important role in your life. But she is at peace with what happened and things, whatever there were. Now it's time for you. And what I'm getting is from the Archangel Uriel, for you to dominate your life. Let some things go from the past, be present. The Emperor knows how to make those decisions. And a lot of times this is going to fall on you. And your mom wants you to know you're totally capable of making the dadgum decisions. Don't second guess yourself. And just to understand with your relationship, Nine of Raphael, this card is green. That's the reason it looks see-through right now, unless I turned a certain way. This is make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. She's wanting you to know, Catherine, that she is there. Things will work for you. You can manifest things out, and you can be as happy as you were at one point, if not happier. So,
absolutely. Yeah.
Right. So, Rick, what a joke. You guys are idiots. What fast food restaurants you guys crawl out of? Love you too, Rick. See you later. There we go. Wow. It takes some. Go to your own party. If y'all, I think that's hysterical. At least we have a life, Rick. That I'm not crashing in other people's things. Yeah. So another thing too, I want people to know too, we've got a lot of new people coming in. We don't do politics here. This is about catching up with spirit, enlightening, and actually healing from a lot of the things we went through. We don't do with it. We don't, it's just not our thing. There's plenty of other places to go and have those discussions. It's just not what Sherri and I do here. And one of the things is I want y'all to understand it's very important that I want to put Sherri's, you see me drinking coffee. I don't know. You've seen Sherri drinking. We're drinking our hemp works here. This is how you get to Sherri's hemp works site. And this is how you get to mine. I'm losing weight. The shorts I'm wearing, if I get up, I got to hold them up. I'm going to have to I'm throwing some pants away and getting some new stuff. So, but also too, I wanted to make sure that we need you to reach out and subscribe and follow Sherri. IntuitiveWellnessCenter.com. This is her site. It's how you can reach out to her. Mine is tarotwithanAttitude.com. You can book sessions with me. And what Sherri and I have always said is if you want to book with both of us, just let one of us know and we'll get together and we'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. So we'll be and we can go into a lot more detail when we have time to pull the cards and really drive in. We're kind of doing flybys, check-ins, and things like that. But that's kind of where we're going, folks. So also the Tarot with an Attitude Facebook group, because that's a great place to ask questions, things like that. And come see us. There's a lot of times if you're not subscribed to Tarot with an Attitude YouTube or Sherri or to the Facebook, we like right now the Collective Super Channel. I don't know if you knew it, Sherri. The Collective Super Channel is down. Okay, yeah. So if anybody was trying to see what's going on, they can't see us because they didn't cross subscribe. So it's very important to us that we be able to get to you and you be able to get to us. So there we go. Cynthia, thank you. Any chance for a card for my family visit this week? Ooh, I love family. The first thing that went through my mind was Christmas Vacation. I don't know why.
I love that movie.
Yeah, exactly. Folks, my channel is called Tarot with an Attitude for a reason. I can't help it. It just comes out of me. All right. Go ahead, Sherri. I got a new deck. I'm going to read this if you need to connect in a little bit on this for the family visit. I was going to do this. No, I'm not. I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. So I will show you this. All right. Here we go. What I got right out of this for this Ringmaster of Scrutiny. I kid you not. Discernment, clear vision, details. People are going to be talking to you. They're going to be asking. You're going to feel like you're under a looking glass for a little bit. Okay? Let it go. Let it go. Before you get into an argument or a fight or a discussion with family, take that deep breath. Okay? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Okay? Don't give them your power and your energy. Sherri?
That's so funny you said that, and it's not really funny, but I literally wrote down tensions are high. You can see my little notes here.
Oh, there you go.
Tensions are high. That's what I got while he was shuffling cards. So I think that you just have to go in it with patience, and I think that it's necessary for some reason, that maybe it's been a while or there's a necessary reason for it, but don't get wrapped into it, because there's going to be some tension there, and I don't think it comes from you. So just take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I'm getting that a lot of people. You're not on the same page as they are. You're probably a little deeper in the book than they are, and that's what I'm getting. Don't worry about it. Just show them what the light is. That's all you can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Raydell, good evening. Oh, let me see. Everything just flipped around on me. If you feel drawn to me on anything, please let me know. Sherri, go ahead. If you want to see if there's something there for Raydell, I'm going to go. I'll be going through the Archangel Power Tarot cards. So I got to concentrate right now. I didn't have anything jump right out at me that we were supposed to give Raydell a message, but there's always a message. you know?
Well, so the first thing I heard really, really strongly was you are loved. So I don't know if you're feeling isolated or alone, or if you are looking for just feeling appreciated, but I got you are loved. And so let us know if that's something that you're struggling with right now. You have a lot of energy around you. So no one's ever really alone. If you're physically alone, that's one thing, but we're never energetically alone. We all have our guides and we all have our angels kind of watching over us, and there are a lot of them around you. And so maybe that's something you needed to hear right now. That's what I'm getting.
And that's what I got. Man, something pulled up really close on my back. I had all that, and it was almost like you need a hug. I don't know. That was the first thing I got. The Knight of Michael, strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. I'm feeling like you might be a little tossed right now, and we all get it. I talked early in the week about how I was really out, and I had to have the show to help me move forward. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. What we got is the Knight of Michael. And I want you to think of the knights as the king plants, or the king decides which seed to plant. The queen plants it, nurtures it. He is the seed. He is the seed that has now sprouted, and he is on a mission to break through to the sunlight. So what this is saying is make sure you stay focused, all right? And don't let your emotions run away with you is what I'm really getting hard. We're meant to experience emotions, but don't live in them, if that makes any sense. So that's what I got, Raydell. Let us know how that works and what's going on. If you need more, put it in down here. We'll try to get to everything. I understand totally when I meditate, I see her, but I have never acknowledged her. I will now. Folks, yeah, it's hugely important to acknowledge those presences. Even God, your spirit, the mother energy, your spirit guides, they want that one-on-one relationship. Don't you think so, Sherri?
Yeah, like sometimes they just keep popping up because all they want you to know, or all they want is to know that you see them or feel them and know they're there. And then that's it. There isn't always like huge messages. It's just like, hey, I'm here with you. You know, do you see me? Do you feel me?
Yeah. And I think sometimes they want you to call on them because you forget you've got help, is one of the things I'm getting too. So make sure you're having that connection, because you have more help right there with you than what you know. Don't be afraid to call on them. We forget about it by acknowledging them every day. Get up, say good morning. Hey, I don't know your name yet. I'm still learning you, but I know you're here. Thank you. Pull close to me. And guess what? Eventually, at some point, you will get a one-on-one experience, and that will start to wake you up, and you'll start feeling that divine guidance coming through when you're in trouble. 14 solutions, Archangel Zadkiel, because something just had me pull it. We're going to go here. What we're talking about here is success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience. It's balance. They're there to help bring you balance. So make sure you're acknowledging them when you're kind of getting out of control, forgiving and healing energy. That's what they're there for. So, all right. Love it. Could you pull a card for me? Fawn. All right. Fawn from, I don't know if you're from Denmark, but if you are, woohoo, Denmark in the house. But we have a fawn in the house. Yes. Sherri, I'm going to use a deck that was gifted to me that I've been using through the week. I didn't use it the other day, but this is Postcards from Spirit. And they're very good. So I'm going to focus on Fawn. And I want to know, there's going to be a message for Fawn. And this is actually a postcard. It's another Colette Baron Reed deck. Okay. These are really cool. You and I haven't gotten to use these together yet. They're just like a postcard. Okay?
Oh, wow.
So it says, Dear you. So, dear Fawn, there is always more than one side to an argument. Two sides, if not more, to every story. And hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternate plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Don't shoot the messengers, okay? Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another point of view. We saw that earlier, just a little bit ago, okay? No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. Sherri?
Wow. Those are really nice.
They're cool. They're very cool. They're very cool.
So Fawn, as he was reading that, I was just channeling a message and I wrote it down for you. So I got, let the little things go. The weight of worries can feel heavier than they really are. Free yourself from your thoughts. So hopefully that makes sense to you.
Yeah, you might. I don't know if you're going to have some type of cross. Either you just had it this week or it's coming up. Be ready for it. They're telling you somebody's idea may look completely stupid up front, but just breathe, chill, use that light, things like that. Okay. Robin English, should I take Sherri's upcoming Reiki class? I'm new to this modality and not sure. Absolutely. Knowledge is power. I tell people take classes all the time. I don't care what it is. But if somebody brings up a topic of energy healing or whatnot, whether you believe in it or not, if the course is available, you take it so you know where they're coming from. Kind of what we were just talking about with Fawn. So that, I mean, Sherri?
I mean, whether you take it with me, Robin, or not, I truly 100% believe that right now is a critical period for people to learn energy healing, and that's really what Reiki is, because that's the future of medicine, that we are really going to be able to heal ourselves. And so it's all about our resonance. So if you feel comfortable with me, then absolutely I could be your mentor and I'd be honored. Or maybe there's somebody else out there for you. So so the question is, should you do Reiki? The answer is 100% yes. Who you should take it with is completely up to you.
Absolutely.
And
yeah. And what I got here, Robin, for this in pulling the card was actually the Sun Dancers. And I think that it highlights knowledge, power. Knowledge is power. Make sure, if you don't take it from Sherri, take it from somebody, because something drew you to it. Okay. Energy is real. Energy is there. It's now a documented scientific fact. I've got crystals sitting around me because they radiate energies at different frequencies. That's why we know they're good for different things. And understanding the light, whether you use it or not, knowledge is power. That's exactly what I see for that. So yeah. I hope that helps. How do I ask a question? My first time on. Well, you just did, okay? But one of the things I do, and I talk to people about, I have this thing. I think my wife is going to put it on my website. I don't know. Useful questions to ask your tarot reader. She got it from somebody else. What I want you to do is not say, should I buy a car? Okay. That answer is within you. That's your decision. If you want to manifest it, whatnot. Anytime it's a yes or no, pretty much 95% of the time, those questions are answerable by you and what you're going to bring to the table. But if you want to know, what do I need to know? You're thinking about buying a car? What do I need to know about buying a car? Open it up. And then you can communicate that way. So, that's one of the first things. Put it up there. Put it in here. We'll get to it. And if we need to reverbalize it, do whatever, but we'll go with it the way you put it in here. We'll figure it out. Sherri?
Yeah. So Tony, I'm getting so many channeling messages this evening. For some reason. So Tony, I got, trust your intuition. Don't second guess yourself. Your wisdom runs deeper than you know. So
there you go. So that's right out of the gate, Tony, starting. So, wondering about my mom and my ex-husband who have passed. let's take a look. Spirits, draw close. They kind of hang out together at times. Okay. Their spirits come in. Sometimes they're with you together. Sometimes they're not. They're in at different times, but they check in with each other when you're not there. Okay. So I think that's kind of cool. Got to remember, once you pass through the veil, you're on the other side, things like that. I just really got told, lighten up. I don't know what that means, but lighten up. So that's up for you. Let me know. I'm going to pull some cards here real quick for you, Tony. And let's see what we've got here. What's the message for Tony? All right. I think we're going to do it this way. First off, I got the Queen of Michael. And Michael is air. Michael would be what we would call swords. Okay. And air is always about the logical mind. It is about communication. It is about understanding and not, you rule with your mind, not with your emotions, is what these are about. And the Queen here, remember, I was just talking to somebody. The king of your mind actually decides what that archetype decides what seed to plant in your mental world. The Queen is going to grow that seed. She's going to do the planting, the cultivating. She's going to use that feminine, make it happen, Captain, that type of thing, bring rebirth, bringing things out. And that's what we're getting here for you is brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. I thought that was ironic. But in the shadow, whenever we shine a light on something, Sherri was telling y'all earlier, whenever we shine a light on something, there's always a shadow. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but these cards put things into scope. And this is about you in your physical world. And all of a sudden, we're back to that king. You've got things you want to manifest, things you want to do. Put your mind to it. What I'm being told, and that was just like a duck ran across my grave. What I'm being told is you've got some ideas, some new things. Stop worrying about them and go. Get your butt in gear.
Yeah, and I think that goes along with them saying, don't second guess yourself. I think that maybe you're stuck in between two places and trying to figure out, and you have ideas, but you might be a little bit afraid to go out and try. And they're letting you know your wisdom runs deep, so you know what to do. Just follow your intuition.
Yep. And it's okay. You'll never forget them. Grief is not going to go away, folks. I'm going to slide my clinical side into here. Grief never goes away. It just morphs. It changes. So don't ever worry about you've left them behind. And I'm really getting that. That's huge message for you, Tony. They're always there. They know you love them. They know you're thinking about them all times. Okay. So move on with your life. They're going to go with you. All right. Feels like a positive vibe here. Fawn, we always strive for positive. I mean, that's just what we do. So thank you very much. Sabrina, you cracked me up. I'm good. There you go. If somebody's laughing, my day is made. I'm happy. So here we are. Where did that go? Man, everything just kind of, all of a sudden my computer does this quick skippy thing. All right, Tammy Sprinkle, I'm so sorry for your loss. Praying you get the answers you're looking for. Sending love and light. Thank you very much. Jim Lutz, anything on any new paths in my life or any messages from the other side? Thank you both. Jim, yeah, I just got hit really hard. And Sherri, if you disagree with me, please, it's okay. Stop asking other people and get that connection so you can have a direct contact with them yourself. There's always messages for you, and they want you to step up and understand you have strength. You're a very strong individual. You have power, and you have the ability to tap into this is one of the things I'm getting. Sherri, go ahead. I'll pull from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms again while you're going over. I see you vigorously writing there.
So, Jim, I just started writing right away. It's time to look at things from a different perspective, and then I got distracted. Stopped writing. So let me see if I can get more. But it sounds like perhaps you need to take a step back and reevaluate whatever it is that your situation, wherever you're trying to figure out where to move forward, because I think the answer is there, but you are looking at it the wrong way, or you need to back up and look at the bigger picture. Something like that. So while you're reading your cards, I'll see if I can get more information on that.
Yeah, I think you're dead on. Okay, because what I got was the Dragon's Duel. Okay, from the Hidden Realms deck, and this is actually funny. Inner conflict. For some reason, the morality thing is at play here, but you're all right. This is just part of the card. But conscious choice. You have to make conscious choice. This is within you. If you look, these two dragons appear to be fighting, but they're entwined, and they're also forming like the yin yang symbol. Okay, so getting your spirit and getting body, mind, spirit, getting all that, getting the light, getting your chakras aligned, things like are going to be a big thing for you, is what I'm seeing. And you can make the decisions. Have more confidence was a big thing I got.
Yeah, sorry, I'm writing. I just getting your excuse me, your gift is your will and your strength. The challenge is believing it. So
Yep.
that was the rest of it.
That's it. I love it when we're on the same page.
Yeah,
You know? Robin, thank you. I'm totally drawn to Sherri. Cool.
Oh,
That's
thank
good.
You, Robin. Thank you.
All right, fun. Yes, that was a great message. I do a lot of meditation and work with my dreams. So it was an amazing message. I am working with energy healing. Thank you. Awesome. Glad we could hit it. Ming Ming, my little Ming Ming, welcome in. We're glad to see you here tonight. Always good to have Ming Ming in the house. So glad you're here. Tammy, Arcana House Rocker, thank you so much. Tony Nettles, thank you. I'm trying to go through some of these so I can get to the questions. So here we go. Do I have to move from this apartment to get close to my daughter? Thank you, Natalie. Again, there's one of those yes or no's, okay? Close is an open, broad thing. So I'm going to approach this while Sherri's writing and doing her figuring out. I'm going to kind of go at this from the Archangel cards. And what do you need to know about leaving your apartment? I mean, close to your daughter, like just in proximity. Well, if you want to be close to your daughter by miles or feet, probably that's a logical thing. So, but if you're talking about to make a closer heart connection, I'm really getting no on that. You don't. But there's something else going on you're worried about. You picking that up, Sherri?
Yeah, I was having a really hard time with the distance thing, and that makes what you were saying, because I was getting a no, but I didn't understand why. Like, where is she? This is an energetic connection that needs to be established right now. So there's deeper thing going on with this. So maybe you could give us a little bit more information. But I feel like the path is open. Nathalie, I hope I'm saying that right. And so I think that perhaps she's waiting for you to kind of make a move, but this is an energetic, I see like an energetic line. So it's not a physical one, if that makes sense.
It makes total sense. And here's one of the things I've got, Natalie, it's the High Priestess, which is about knowledge and knowing what's right within yourself. There is no yes, no on this question. Matter of fact, if you'll look at the card, I'll try to bring it a little close. There's two pillars, and a lot of times these pillars in many of these decks are different colors to show they're black and white, different things like that, what's happening, how we get through to different things. So what she's there is to teach you that in your mind, that water that's flowing underneath her feet, sometimes we have to travel through. She wants you to get in touch with your intuition, because you need to make this decision for yourself. You know what to do. Get in touch with your intuitive side. From the clinical side of it, write the pros and the cons down. Do what I have, a lot of my addicts do or whatnot. Tell me Tell me why you need to move. What's the feeling? So a little more information, but what I'm definitely getting on this is definitely you have the knowledge to make the decision. I just feel like you're a little afraid of the answer is what I'm getting. So let us know. Give us more information. Reach out. How can a person tell if one is a reincarnation of the children underground? Could there be meanings behind a birthmark? Wow, that's pretty in depth there, Ming Ming. I know this. The old wives' tale was when, and this goes back into lore, different things, and I know it was a Southern wives' tale, that when a woman was pregnant, if she got scared, wherever she touched herself while she was terrified in that moment is where a birthmark would be placed on the child. Okay. Now, so then therefore, there were all types of things that if that happened, where if you got scared and you grabbed your chest and all of a sudden there's a birthmark or there's an abnormality, different things like that. So the key thing is, Ming Ming, you're going to have to learn to get in that meditative state so you can communicate with spirit, so you can have a good relation with your spirit guides, to be able to understand that. To get this deep into this stuff is actually a thing that you're going to have to really do some work at. The birthmark could be an old scar. Could be you put it there to remind yourself of this as you came into this life. I don't know, Sherri?
Yeah, so the birthmark is an interesting thing, and what I've learned over the years, or what I've seen when I've worked with clients, is that it's oftentimes some sort of mark from a previous timeline, something in a previous life, and then it follows you into another life. It doesn't always have to be traumatic. It could just be some sort of reminder of something that happened in another life, and you may have the same mark over and over repetitively. So I know that is true because I've seen it in some clients that I've worked with, but that's a very interesting perspective. And I'm going to have to look into that because that's very interesting. Honestly, anything is possible. That's how I feel. So there's never a right or wrong answer. There's a lot of different ways to look at something. As far as the reincarnation, Ming Ming, the way I feel about that is these souls have had a lot of intense trauma. And I would say that it's very rare that you're going to meet one of them in a reincarnated body in your life, because that there's a lot of reasons for that, and so a lot of them are trapped and going over and over in the same life, and then the ones that get out of it are not going to come back for a while. So it's not likely, but that doesn't mean it's not possible.
I agree. There's just certain things, like people talk about earth angels. I kind of view them the same way. Most earth angels do not know. If you're going, I think I'm an earth angel, you're probably not. I got news for you. Most true earth angels are coming from such a higher spirit, they don't even know it themselves. It's just nature, and it's just natural with them. So those are the different things that I see there. So yeah, there's a lot there. If you really want to go into past life regressions, different things like that, that's going to take a lot more time than what we can do here. And you're going to have to really look at it. But if you want to do it for yourself, it's going to really require you learning the art of meditation and being still. Yeah. So my wife's saying hi, Sherri.
Hi.
So there we go. Hello, baby doll. So Radel, I feel isolated even when people are around. I feel like I'm in a puzzle and I'm missing something in life. I want to be happy, but it is feeling hard to find in myself. Now I'm going to let my social work kind of creep in here. Radel, a lot of times at any given moment, 60% of the United States population qualifies for a mental health diagnosis. All right. Depression can slip up on you, and it can become a habit because we don't actively take part to change those. And when I say that, your subconscious starts throwing things up. You've built up some things that your mind is reacting to. And what's going on now, you feel like your mind is dragging you around rather than you dragging your mind around. And this is the reason we were talking about for you, self-confidence and to understand. I'd really like to talk to you more. There are some things in mindfulness and different actual physical exercises you can do to help break through this. Sherri, go ahead. I'm going to go to a different deck here, and we're going to go into a little more of this.
Yeah, so Raydell, I'm going to say something that may or may not resonate with you, but I'm feeling pretty strong enough to say it to you right now. I'm being told that you're from Andromeda, and the reason that you don't feel comfortable with people, or you feel isolated even when you're around, is because you're very different. And I don't think you've had very many lives, so you're having a really hard time adapting to this life. And I suggest, I mean, you can reach out to me, and I can give you some pointers and things to do. But I think you're struggling because you are actually different than others, and you're having a hard time fitting in with people because you are from a place that is actually more on the rare side to be here on Earth, because people from the that came in here to really spread love and light, and they're high frequency on the planet, and they really hate being here. They really do, and they struggle the most. And I think that that's what's going on here. Along with there could be other earthly, third dimensional things happening as well in your life. But I think overall, that's kind of the main issue.
Look, and let me tell you, while you're doing that, I was going and I drew from my Sun and Moon deck, and I used the Major Arcana to say, what is the challenge Raydell's facing? And the challenge is change. You are having a problem connecting with the change, and that could be the change that Sherri is talking about, not just here now, but the whole realignment, the whole understanding. If you've come from this place of light and place of total healing, when you came here, you might be having a whole problem even understanding this negative attitude, like we saw earlier, or other people that are so wrapped up in negativity. They forget that, all the politics, all that stuff, in the end, it's not going to matter. We've got to realize things and understand them. So what I got when I said, what does Raydell do? What is the next logical step? And it came up reversed, which to me means this is a direct message for you to take action. Stop spinning in circles. You keep going in circles, and that validates what I was saying before. You have become engrossed in the habit. You have to stand up, throw the stick away, start drawing a new pattern in the dirt, or just walk the hell out of the circle. You're going to have to take an actual physical action. Notice all the physics involved here. This is a physical card, physical movement. You are going to have to take physical action to change this mental state that you're in. So mindfulness exercises, things like that, different things you're going to have to do. So Sherri, any more before I move on?
Sorry, one more thing. I can't write fast enough. Raydell, last thing. You're struggling fitting in. They said stop trying to blend, rather expand and attract. So I think you need to attract your tribe. They're out there. Stop trying to make yourself fit into those around you that you feel like you need to, and look for the people by expanding your energy, and they'll come.
I'm not going to even touch that. I'm 100% there on that. So, hey, Stacy, Guy, how are you? Tammy, looking for a message from my husband who passed away 2 years ago, this March 9th. This is where I love my little postcards from the spirit. It's actually what they're called, postcards from the spirit. So you're looking for a message. I'm going to say, let's just ask what the message is. You might hear this referred to as we, because he's part of the collective spirit now. First thing I'm getting is love you. This isn't your fault. I don't know why that came through, but that did come through. What you want, leave what you don't. But I am going to give Sherri a chance to really get into thought on this. And here we go. Here is your postcard from Spirit. So Dear Tammy, dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that the courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it, or even because of it. Step into the unknown now. Let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good. Its most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said? Take one step toward the gods, and they will take 10 toward you. We're all doing the destiny cha-cha on your behalf. All right? So your husband wants you to move on. Your husband's saying it's time. You are a strong person. Grab that strength, anchor to it. I'm not going to try to divine that any further. Sherri?
Yeah, I got Tammy right away. I felt it too. Like I almost wanted to just cry because it was such a warm feeling. But I heard in my ear, "You are my heart." And then he said, "It's time for you to move forward and fill your heart once again." So to me, that means that perhaps maybe you're struggling with thinking or moving forward, or maybe having someone else in your life. And he's letting you know it's okay. Like, don't feel guilty about it. It's time for you to move forward, but he'll always be your heart. And so hopefully that resonates with you.
Cool. Brenda Ross, I was wondering if the person in charge of my finances, is she trustworthy? Thank you. If you're asking the question, time to get another opinion. That's just basic old fart knowledge. Okay. That's all that is. I will pull cards for you, Brenda. But let me tell you something. Follow your intuition. Okay. Follow your gut. That intuition is there for a reason. All right. I'll pull cards. And my question is going to be, not is she trustworthy? What does Brenda need to know about the relationship with the person that is handling her finances? So that's how I'm going to do this. Sherri, if you want to get started, or I can go ahead and pull some cards, whatever you want me to do.
I'd like to hear what you have to say, but Brenda, the thing that I got was the same thing you did, which is why I laughed a little. Like I felt like, Brenda, you already know the answer to this question.
Yeah.
And I think you're trying to get us to talk you out of it. Perhaps maybe you're not trusting her, so you want us to tell you that you could, something like that. So I honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm not getting a definitive yes or no with regard to this person, but your reservation is making me have reservations. So perhaps there's some merit to it, but I'd be curious to see what the cards say. I think I would need a little bit more info from Brenda, but I want to see what the cards show.
Okay. This is actually kind of cool. It went a little different than what I thought. The light card was the 10 of Gabriel, which is the 10 of Pentacles. All right. Which is about ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. The working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. What I'm getting out of this is, if you're not happy and you're nervous, go find a different relationship. Okay. It's okay. If something hit me that this is more, you've got a friend or something that's helping you, and there's more to this relationship. If that's not true, that's okay. But one of the things is, make sure this is your finances. All right. And you have the right to tell friends, family, anybody else, I'm doing this my way. Okay. If you've got an research. I am showing that this is the 10 of Gabriel is always about making sure that you are, this is, I'm sorry, 10 of Gabriel is not Pentacles. This is Wands. Okay. This is saying you're carrying a burden. That makes more sense. Okay. And Sherri, you want to see the shadow card? I'm sorry, it just hit me. What's going on? You're right. The shadow card, get someone else's point of view. This is the Hanged Man, the perspective. Get a different perspective. What I'm really getting is there's nothing wrong in a professional relationship to go, I'm not comfortable, put the brakes on. I want to get somebody else's opinion. That's coming. It came through to me when you said it. It came through. So I got this card and I was a little confused. I misread the card. And this card is about worry, about carrying a burden. And this is about get a different perspective. And this one came upside down, which means that's for you to get a different perspective. You know, no, telling people no is one of the hardest things. No is one of the hardest words to say. And it's like one of the smallest words in the English vocabulary. I'm telling you, I would say, I'm not telling you run off and tell her she's a crook or anything else, but I'm telling you right now, you have doubts. You're wondering. I'm seeing here that those doubts and wondering are very heavy on you, and you should at least be putting the brakes on and making sure you're finding somebody you trust, that you don't have to ask the question. Hope that makes sense. Sherri?
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that.
Okay, cool. You didn't even let me drink my coffee.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Loving this tonight. Your Sunday Night Live is fantastic. Thank you. We appreciate it, Arcana. Yeah, thanks so much. Let me see what we got here. I'm looking for some Arcana saying we're both on point. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. Here we grow. Glad to have you in the house. Hey, better late than never. I am Raydell. Thank you both so much. Not enough words to say thank you. That is all right. We are here. Bangarang, here we go. She's one of my Bangarang tribe, my barefoot Bangarang, the Tarot with an Attitude tribe and whatnot. Bangarang. Be a kid again from Hook. Learn to fly, paddle on. Barefoot, get yourself grounded, do whatever. Glad here we go. Let me see. Mark, we got a new name here. Evening, everybody. Can I ask for a card, please? Are things going to improve for my son, Nova? All right. Let me put these up. Okay. I'm going to go to the Sun and Moon deck, and I'm going to ask Mark. I got to ask what the challenges are. So I'm going to ask, but then we're not just going to stay there. What is the main challenge that you're going to face with your son? And let's find that out. And then we'll move on into what's the next best step, okay, to take. Something's going to change. There is a change. I don't know what this is, but there is going to be a radical change. This came straight up front. Sherri, it's the Tower card. I know you're not looking, that's fine, but that way you can hear. I know when you're deciphering it. Mark, I'm really getting the feeling things could get worse before they get better. So be ready, be prepared. There are changes, some big change. You're fixing to face a change. So something's going to happen, whether it be for the worse or for the better. Okay. What I want you to start doing is manifesting the better. Don't think about the bad things that could happen. I want you to continually think about, okay, this is what could happen when things get better. This is how things are going to look when they get better. Not, oh my God, if things get worse, guess what you're bringing in? That's what you're manifesting. So here we go. Now, the next logical step that I'm getting for you from Spirit to deal with this situation with your son is, let's see what we've got here. And it came upside down, Princess of Cups. So in you, this is that youthful spirit. Be looking for answers. Cups is about your subconscious, your happiness, emotions, things like that. And the Princess is that new flower that has popped through the ground, and now she's seeking the light anywhere she can find it. That's that teenage spirit. So you need to find that hope, that peace, that joy, and be at peace with the change that is coming. That would be what I have there. Sherri, can you shed a little more light on that? I need a lot more time with a lot more cards.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to have to, I'm sorry, I'm reading a lot tonight, but I just want to make sure I get the messages right. Mark, okay. A rocky road, albeit. So there's a rocky road ahead. Don't allow your heart to weigh you down. Allow him to make his own choices. Being a parent is not always, it's not always your burden to bear. Allow him to move forward in his own choices. This has to be his journey, his path. Send him love. He is safe. He has the light of God around him and within him. Changes are coming. Try to let go. All is as it should be. Free will is life's biggest challenge.
There you go.
That's where I stopped.
It is. It's powerful. That's very powerful. That's cool. So, Mark, I hope that can help. If you want to talk to us together more, reach out to one of our websites. We'll be glad to go into more detail with you. So sending you lots of love, peace, love, and light. We'll go there. Bruce Kaler, one of my trusted advisors. And let me tell you something. His advice to you is exactly what we're talking about. If you have to ask if your advisor is honorable, your spirits are telling you they are probably not. Okay? So many things coming at you from there. Yeah, check that out. Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate it. Thanks for the lovely card and reading. Sherri, I'm going to take your class. There we go. Awesome. Here. So let me see where there's Bruce. Here we are. Can I get a card for my only child, please? Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Here we go. I'm really feeling, I love these postcards from the spirit. So lock in, Sherri, because I am going, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with the, for your only child. I'm going to go with the hidden realms, wisdom from the hidden realms. But I ask angels, for some reason, I'm being told, slow down, concentrate. This is going to be a little more. All right. And my spirit guides have really stepped up. Ming Ming, you might feel a presence with you, somebody coming in to check on something. I don't know. So here we go. Here we go. From the wisdom of the hidden realms, Ming Ming and her only child. Okay. The River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. There's a lot of subconscious emotions at play here. There's something, and I don't know if this is picking you up or whatnot. It's hard to do third-party readings a lot of times, but it is saying flow. Go with the flow, but one of you is going to need to let go. There's something that's got to be let go of, okay? And as you go with the flow, remember, the universe is give and take. It's a constant flow. It's an energy. It's a sea of energy. And sometimes we need to release our will and let energy take us in the direction we need to go. So, Sherri?
Yeah, I love that. The first thing, Ming Ming, I don't know if you have a son or a daughter, but the message I got was, I heard starfire. I don't even know what that means, to be honest, but I wrote it down. And the message was, strong soul and spirit, maybe too spirited, but fueled with the light of the stars and the moon. I put he, but he may be your greatest teacher. So I think that this child has been brought in your life. A lot of, a big part of his or her journey is to teach you. So I would pay attention to the lessons and what, your reaction to kind of his or her life and what that teaches you and how you're guided or how you change, how you shift as a mom, as a person, because
it's a girl. It's a girl.
How she changes you. Because I feel like there's a huge lesson there with her contract is to teach you. She's your greatest teacher. So
yeah, folks, that gets back to the bangarang and learning how to fly. Adults in our past and our logic and dealing with everything, they kick the magic right out of us. We have so much power and space and things we can touch and talk to that we've lost touch with it. And sometimes we need to shut the hell up and do listen to our children. Okay. Yeah. Our children need to learn that we know a little bit about what we're doing. Okay. But listen, because what's that old saying, out of the mouth of babes, So that I think that's very powerful. Get out of this so much and maybe just listen. Listen to what's going on. Stop thinking so much through it. I hope that makes sense to you. So, Mark, that makes sense. Thanks so much. You are quite welcome. Nancy, Nicola. I just saw that. I couldn't resist. I've been waiting to do that. So glad to have you in the room. Glad to see you here. Folks, it's 9 o'clock. So we are at a point. That time just flew by. Wow.
Oh,
So and I need my beauty sleep. Obviously, if y'all look at me, you're like, yes, hell, you do. Go get it, please. But with that being said, what we want to do is we want to remind you that you can reach me on tarotwithanAttitude.com. If you want to follow me and what I'm doing with weight loss, and especially in my shoulders, there are some things, man, I don't think I ever want to give this up because this has helped me with different things, those old man things where you got to go get cortisone shots and crap like that. I'm way overdue for my cortisone shots because I don't need them. I'm not saying I'm completely free of everything, but I am so good it's manageable. So that is cool. Sherri, you can reach Sherri at theintuitivewellnesscenter.com. Please reach out to her. Also, if you want to check out her HempWorks story and site, right there, hempworks.com /Sherri DIvband. Sherri, you got anything you want to say before we call this a night?
No, I just want to thank all of you so much for, I'm just grateful that you are joining us tonight. I have so much fun with you, Rob. So this is great. Sorry I wasn't around last week. But I look forward to next week. And if you guys are interested in the Reiki class, you can get the information on my website. So check it out and feel free to email me if you guys have questions.
All right, folks, with that being said, take what you want, leave what you don't. But you know what? Sherri and I always want you to leave with some peace, love, and light. Y'all have a fantastic evening. Let's kick tomorrow off with a great, great day. Okay? Thank you.
Bye, everyone.